Hi, it's Neil from Formatter Software here. This is a top tip just to show you how you can use the batch facility in the cattle section of the program. I hope this is helpful, and always please get in touch anytime. I'd be delighted to help. Thanks very much indeed.
This is a really handy feature in the cattle section of the program. If you go to cattle at the top and then you go to on farm below, you'll see obviously your widely used common place to go, your cattle listing. Now, a lot of people are finding this really handy. What you can do is you can batch animals together. So if I highlight an animal and then I right click, go to batches and say add to batch, you'll notice there's a little shortcut key next to it that says F4. So if I highlight an animal and press the F4 key on the keyboard, which are the rows of keys right at the top of your keyboard, this will split the screen into two and start to create a new batch. So if I continue to do that, finding more animals and then highlighting them, pressing F4, this will add it to the batch below. You can also obviously put the cursor in to the top section and find the appropriate animal and then press F4. This will obviously add it to the batch again. Now once this screen below is shown and the screen split into two, the bottom section works completely independently to the top section. So you can actually right click and go to grid setup and set it up in a different way to the top one. Once you've got your list of animals that you're quite happy with and you'd like to save them, go to the right hand side and you'll say save batch as. You can pop a little name in there and then click OK, and this will then save, as it says there, 5 of 5 test batch for your future reference. If I want to refresh that just by clicking on farm and events again, we're back to square one. However, if you look up at the top right hand corner, you'll see a little icon with a magnifying glass over a folder, and that's open batch. So if I click on open batch, you'll see my batch test one there. If I right click on it, go to events, you can actually do an event from the batch itself. So you don't have to then find the animals again once you've saved them as a batch. So if I then say sale, you can then walk through the event as usual and it will populate the event with the batch. Again, if I go to batches and I double click on it, it brings the batch back again. You can also, as the icon show you along the right hand side, add calves at foot if they are a batch of dams, and vice versa. You can add the dams to the calves. You can put it in a sort that you actually entered them in the batch as. You can create a new batch, open batch and save, and obviously just close. So that's a really good handy facility to select animals, put them into a batch, save the batch, and then right click and do something to that batch. Hope this helps, and as always here if you need me.